I know you guys have been hard at work. Other bucket bills?
Yes, I would like to fill your bucket.
Oh.
Because you said you would come out to, nonprofit, Road March instead of the table with it, so we can try to get more vets in here for Memorial Day. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and I'm guessing you might have some others that would love to come out and support you. We're gonna do, just a little gathering for Memorial Day and have a place for vets to come to share their story. So we'll be talking about that coming up. But David is highly involved with that, so yeah, we'll be sharing more information on that. Other bucket bills. Yeah, it should be ready. Anybody else?
Yeah, great. Yeah.
I want to fill Jackie's bucket. She did her first hospital. She was determined. She's like, we're not leaving until this is done. And when I tell you, she's at a rate that I have not seen before, like that's a true story. So, and I'm hearing good things. I'm just hearing good things about her. I love that. So super excited to Jackie and have that first hospital under her belt. Yes, Amy Daisy.
I'm excited for the new energy that's in the office. I just want to fill everybody's bucket that's starting to trickle down.
Let's just skip ahead to those slides and pretend like they're up here. Okay, so new faces that you will be seeing around the office. Grant Ford. So welcome back. And Ashley and Ethan are back. Grant right is here.
Yes.
So yeah, guys, come on. It feels good. Anything
Welcome
you guys
back.
wanna say?
What?
Anything you want to say, Grant?
No pressure.
No, it's just like, sometimes your kids have to go off on their own for a little bit and then they end up coming home.
Yeah.
And or not preschool, but elementary school.
Correct.
Kids are going.
I don't know, but if they do end up coming back, though, that's the important part. So.
And the radio team, any words you guys would like to share?
What Grant said.
I love it. I
We're
love it.
having you back. It's wonderful to be home, so.
Yeah, well, we're so excited to have you guys back. So you'll find that Howard, right over here in this corner. I don't think they come out because I don't see them, period.
Just, we are not huge participators, I'm gonna put that out there. So,
We'll try not to be offended.
yeah, just don't be offended, we're just trying to sell houses.
I love it.
Keyword try. There we go.
There is
There is
no
no
right.
There's my full students, there's my full students.
Thanks for that. And then the readers are right next to Amy's office. So, welcome back, you guys. Excited to have you. Happy birthday. Lots of birthdays. So we've got Jake, who we don't typically see in the office. It's Sarah, one of our newer agents, who's actually getting ready to relocate to Florida. So you'll have a good referral partner there. Ethan's birthday is coming up. David Green. Okay. And then Rob. So lots of May birthdays. I love it. Look, here they are. Ooh, this suit feels very official. This feels there. Look like CIA, like that. I love it. And then the Howard crew. So they're not in here today, but if you haven't seen them or met them, Shane, Tyler, Michaela, and Brittany, if you see them in the hallway, introduce yourself. Okay. Work anniversaries, Aaron Voorhees, who's actually located out of the Northern Kentucky office, right? Here we are again with it, and Mary Lieber, who we've introduced before, also on that list. I think she's official, like with Sarah, active license.
Active. Southern.
All the things are happening. I love it. And then we have our lovely affiliate partners, Craig and Justin, here with us. Are you guys?
They got better than
Dressed as lovely.
Now you have, right? You want to share some things, and thank you for breakfast, by the way.
So I'm Craig Davis, I'm the area manager for Keller Home Loans. So today we're just gonna talk about it, we're gonna do a class this afternoon at noon about the Agent Plus program. That allows you to be licensed as a loan officer. We have some people in the office already that are in the licensing process. So we'll kind of deep dive on that, kind of talk about that this afternoon around noon. But what we want to talk about this morning was, we're seeing a shift in the market again, right? Market's going up and down, rates are going up and down daily. So what are we doing to move inventory? And we're seeing a lot of things. We have a builder program where we'll work with builders across the country right now. We're seeing price drops is not moving the market. What we're seeing is 2-1 buy downs, the interest rates, making stuff attractive from the get-go. It's really starting to move inventory. So if you have something sitting, you should be getting adjusted or not. And we should do some numbers for you. Basically, what would the seller be looking at to come out of the gate swinging, offering a 2-1 buy down? Why wait and have to do a price drop when you know you're in a good market, but it's like maybe a 45-60 day window on a property? Why not try to move it up, maybe bump up the sales price a little bit and come out of the gate swinging with the 2-1 buy down? So I have a couple of builders that we're doing that with, and if they wouldn't have done 2 price drops, I probably would have got $50,000 in the pocket before they started going to 2-1 buy down. So this is real stuff that we're seeing. We are actively also bringing another investor programs for you guys right now. So we have a buy before you sell. So if you have a customer who's in a tight situation financially, can't qualify before they sell their current house, we have a bridge product that we can bridge the equity. We can take the departing residents' debt out of the equation on conventional loans. This allows them to qualify for the purchase of the new house. You get them out of the house, stage the house, get maximum dollars for it. So great product. We got a couple on process now. We're also bringing on, if you've been with us, does anybody remember Keller offers? So we're bringing in a cash product. That should be available in the next 30 days. We're just waiting on them to come on. We've actually brought the investor online. They'll be licensed in Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky is further down the road, but we're in Indiana, so that's all that matters right now. So that will be coming hopefully in the next 30 days. We'll get more information. That will be up to 95% LTV. It's a 1% origination fee, and I'll allow them to make a cash offer on the house. And also that affords them the opportunity to go ahead and incur financing as well. Do you want to talk about the product that we've been doing?
Yeah, I talked about it last time, that it's really been helpful for those that don't have the equity or want to make an offer before selling. I mean, you guys are familiar with bridge products and 2-1 buy down, is that ring? Okay. So
Will you talk, just give a little description of what the 2-1 buy down means for newer agents being the bridge, because I think that'd be helpful.
yeah, so 2-1 buy down is an opportunity for the seller to pay for the buyer to get a lower rate for the first 2 years of their loan. That's the definition of it. Now, how it works, like Greg was talking about, it really can be advantageous in this type of market where you see some price, I don't know, you guys seen price drops yet? Starting to see it, okay. So instead of dropping prices, your sellers can offer, just distinguish themselves from the competition, offer a way to give that buyer a much lower rate for the first 2 years of their loan. We've been seeing that as more advantageous than just dropping the price $10,000, $15,000. It's gonna save the buyer more money and put more money in the seller's pocket. That help?
Yeah.
And just kind of give you a step down, so the starting rate today is 675. On the 2-1 buy down in the first year, it'll be 475. 575 the second year, and it goes back up to the locked market at 675. Now, keep in mind, we can offer this product on everything conventional FHA, VA. We also, like, we get it into how do you figure out what the cost is? So usually what I tell agents is figure the cost is gonna be 2.5 to 3% of the purchase price on average. But you can get with us, it's gonna be based on the loan amount and the actual buyer, but we can run some numbers that way when you're doing your buyers or your selling presentation. You can already put something in there, we have marketing pieces we can provide on that too. So that you can make it a part of your presentation, and say, hey, I think we come out swinging, especially some of your higher price points. You wanna make it super competitive and you want then come out swinging and you wanna move properties. And if you're the agent that's moving properties, what are you doing? And this is a tool, something like that.
Yeah, Craig brings up a good point. We want to be part of your team. We want to add value. So anything, if you're having a tough time selling a property, talk to us and we'll come up with some creative ideas to help the financing piece to help you sell it quicker. That's what we're there for. Going over the numbers is part of that, and coming up with marketing pieces is part of that as well. So the other program I've been seeing a lot that's helping buyers buy and sellers sell without buyers buy without having to sell first is the bridge program. There's many different nuances to this program. But the long and short of it is if you have equity in your current home and you either don't want to sell and then take the risk of searching for a new property and being homeless, or you just can't sell prior to buying, you found a house you love and you just don't have time to get the house ready. We have programs to help bridge that gap so they can buy as long as there's equity in their current home before they sell. That's
Awesome.
in a nutshell.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys are teaching a class right after this, right?
Yeah, we're gonna teach Agent Plus and adding additional income streams.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you for breakfast. Okay. Upcoming classes. I'm holding masterminds every Friday. There's 3 different masterminds, okay? So just figure out which one you're in, and there's like a new agent one, capper, and then kind of middle of the road production. So that gives us an opportunity to really talk about what's working, what are you guys having challenges with, and how we can help and learn from each other. Lexi is doing 6 personal perspectives, May 14th, that'll be on Zoom. And then May 16th is the growth mastermind. Bo is doing tough conversations, May 20th at 11. Is that in our market center?
Yep.
Right? And so I haven't seen the details on this, but I'm guessing this is gonna be a lot centered around how to handle objections, right? Is that right, Ally? So this is one that you wanna get to, right? Because there are price drops. Those are not easy phone calls to make if we haven't set the expectation up front. So May 20th, 11 a.m. Amy is doing DocuSign, May 21st, 11 a.m.
That's a good class.
Amy's making a note of that. So that's
11 a.m. Good. Perfect. You guys, DocuSign is easy if you just get into it and understand what you're getting into. So it just takes about a half an hour or 45 minutes, which we can cover to get you up and running and very confident.
Let's make sure Craig ever leaves about that. I'm saying that with love in my heart, so he's been carrying around like 5 files in his backpack so I think this would help it.
Maybe that would help.
Okay, Command Kickstart. So if you aren't using Command, this is where you want to be. On Zoom, May 22nd. And Ally sends out reminders on all of this too. I don't know, Craig's teaching some kind of successful business.
6.5 steps.
6.5 steps to successful business.
I need to get rid of that bar.
And then David is doing open house 101.
Oh, he's not here
Hey,
anymore.
I just looked
Oh, there you are.
for you, and then you have to find.
We both did. We were like,
Right?
Good.
Does everybody know what that little open house is? Okay, perfect.
Question, is Charles class not today?
It is
Oh.
at noon, and I think we have a
It's
sliding
It's only on Zoom?
in person.
well, then we have 2 classes in there.
Is that true?
The 2 classes.
25.
Agent class. So, 25. They're right after that.
Okay.
Oh,
They're 11.
Oh, yeah, because it's 10 o'clock, no. Okay, you guys.
Oh, there it is, right there. I just waited one more
We
second.
have these guys to keep our numbers
Oh, there
straight.
it is.
Okay, 25 ways to sell 25 homes. That's happening here. So if you don't have the listings, the amount of listings that you want to carry, I will probably make sure you're in this class right after you attend the 11 o'clock class, right? With Craig and Justin. So how many of you are going to this? Yeah, good, perfect. Okay. You guys took a survey, right, on a client event that we had ideas around, and that is happening. So we are gonna honor women in the month of May. You can choose to participate or not participate. You have a flyer in front of you on micro events. So this was kind of one of our ideas, and we want to take the logistics off your plate. So this is so you can really come in and interact with your clients. I don't know if you guys listen to a lot of what, psychologists and people like that are talking about, but we're in a loneliness epidemic. Period, right? People get dopamine from their phones and they feel disconnected. So micro events are going to be a really great way to get in front of your clients and really connect. Gary talks about how many raving fans do we need? Oh, no, not
Sorry,
quite,
right, no.
but I love that number because that means you're 80% more likely to still be in the business 5 years from now.
Number.
If you have 201 people in your database. If you don't have 201 people in your database, you need to get there as soon as possible, okay? Of those 201 people in your database, we want 5 of them to be raving fans. What does that mean?
They've seen your phases, recommended you left and right.
Okay. Right. So this is really, these are your clients that hear people across the restaurant talking about maybe they're gonna list their house. And they stop by the table and say, oh my gosh, I heard you talking about selling your house. You have to meet my agent, she's amazing, he's amazing, right? So this is, so we're gonna do a flower bouquet class in just a more feminine event, right, in honor of May and Mother's Day, but we're not gonna call it anything, related to Mother's Day. Not everybody is legit doing that. So we just want to honor women in general. You can have as many people as you like. We're looking at around $45 per client, is that right?
It's the max prompt. It could be lower depending on how many people you invite.
So boarding you is going to bring a board. We have this amazing florist coming in where you're gonna get to pick your flowers and they're gonna teach us how to arrange it, right? So, and then we're gonna do one, which is great. Does everybody understand what's happening? So this is the event, and now you have the one pager, right, on how to host a micro event. So you really, first thing you're gonna do is really, what's the top, how many people do you wanna bring? Because we need to know definitive numbers by what date, Jackie?
If we can by the end of business today, if not tomorrow morning.
Cool.
If you need longer, just let me know because I do need to give counts to. For this.
Here's what I would say, right? Know your budget because we're operating from the NREA budget model, right? And so how much do you have to participate in client events? If it's 5 people, that's fantastic. Just tell us 5. And whether you rotate, 3 people say no, and you've got to put 3 different people in there, that's fine, right? This is a great way to connect with people. I heard a lot about the panel that had micro events. I think this lady, do you want to add anything there?
I mean, I went to one, there were several panels of family reunion, and I went to one of them, and it just spoke to me, because we have all these people in our life, and it can get so overwhelmed with this database and everything, but we really, it gives us opportunity to connect with just a few at a time, which ends up being more valuable and bonds us, creates a stronger relationship with that person, and they were doing it like once a quarter. So, you know, we as, at me, and maybe I can speak for ALC, we've kind of encouraged the office to provide these opportunities, because the biggest part of it is the logistics. If they can handle logistics, if we just show up and pay some money, I think that's a win-win.
So think about rating fans, right? Or just your clients who would really appreciate something like this, that would really love this, right? Their house is full of plants and their garden is full of flowers, like those, like, they know you see them when you are hosting events and personally inviting them to this, right? So this is in May, and then for June, fingers crossed, the cigar rolling man is coming in, right? We're gonna do some bourbon tasting, and Rob Gaines is gonna cook me and stuff. I don't know, yeah. I love it. Any questions on that? Okay, perfect. Red Day. It is Thursday at 9 AM, Jacob's Well. Does everybody know about Red Day by now, right? So we're all gonna meet at Jacob's Well, and that's at 8757 Roofing Road, Greenville. Lunch, who's providing lunch?
Jacob's Well.
That's nice of them. Okay, I love that. Bring sunscreen and work gloves. Anything else, culture committee, that we need to know? Or they need to bring?
If you have yard tools, rakes, things like that, it's gonna be, you know, landscaping and planting flowers and things like that, so. Those
Okay.
type of tools.
Yes. Okay, I can love that. Yes, Ally?
2 things, t-shirts, if you don't have one already, I got them here.
We're good. Thanks, Simon. Okay.
It's probably a list.
Well,
I was trying to get rid of this computer.
do you wanna know how to make everything?
I love the fact that so many people got it.
We love it, stats analysis. What we are town.
I made it. I love it.
You're gonna need more than that.
All right, so here we are, right? It's just like being at home, I love it. T-shirts, you are gonna get those from Ally or Jackie or Kara. You got them?
If you registered, if you on the job form, I have insurance for you today. If you want to come, then we will also have t-shirts for you. They're just might have to adjust in a size. If we order t-shirts before we have sizes, but I think we're okay right now.
I love it.
One last thing, when everyone gets to the Jacob's Well, I wanna get a photo of everyone if possible. So keep that in mind.
Hey, has everybody mentioned the kids? If you haven't, please make some, take a bow. So yeah, you make quite the entrance. I love it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Just gonna do a little video here because this is who we are helping. Oh look, if you click it, it shows up. What a concept.
Jacob's Well is a transitional living facility for single moms and their kids who've been through crisis situations like domestic violence, human trafficking, substance abuse, things of that nature. And it exists because we want to help them hit the reset button on their life so they can fully self-sustainable. Jacob's Well started when Barb and Kevin Miller, our founders, were involved in one summit, and there were always single moms coming in, sometimes the same ones over and over, and it seemed like it was always the same thing. They always had issues with childcare, employment, housing, vehicles breaking down. They weren't able to keep their heads above water, so they wanted to create a place where they could get a little bit of breathing room and move from a place of just surviving to thriving. As a mother, and your child is living a life like that, there's nothing you can do to change it. So you have to rely on prayer, you have to have faith, and you have to know that God has a better plan. It's something good will come out of such a terrible, terrible thing. Or said, we are here. It's hard, it's when you're a mother, you always love kids, no matter what. But everybody else did, and I think that gave me that comfort of knowing that somebody else was going to be there. I'm so grateful to everyone here for just having such an awesome, loving heart.
What I'm most proud of since joining Jacob's Well is that I started college. The staff here at Jacob's Well have encouraged me that I needed to go back to Japan. I didn't want to do it. I didn't think I could. I've been out of school for 2 years, and I took 2 classes so far, and I've got A's in both of them. So I'm very thankful that they've pushed me and encouraged me to do that. For those that come alongside Jacob's Well, I'm just so thankful that they believe we can change, and I'm thankful for their partnership with God to make this ministry possible.
Today is the day my mom, when she came out of relationships are getting better. They're hard and they're raw and they're still broken, but they're beautiful. I would say the Jacob's Well gave me my life back.
The community that we have here is very close, it's very strong, it's very important, I feel like, not just to my journey, but everyone who lives here, because before we come here, I feel like most people aren't used to having that support system behind them. And Jacob's Well is very encouraging and supportive, and they help us make it through the things that were the goals that we set and the tasks that we would accomplish.
Jacob's Well is important in my life because they are an amazing support system. They've always been there for me through the thick and thin, and have taught me so many things about what a healthy relationship looks like. And I know how that looks like. My relationships were based on anger and mistrust and unfaithfulness and, all of those things. So it gave me a real good outlook on, what a healthy relationship looks like. And so now I'm in a relationship with a guy who loves the Lord. We're about to get married in April. And in the next year, I'm looking forward to starting a new family.
Jacob's Well has helped me find my identity back in being a mother, and they have helped me get my confidence back that I lost, and they wrap their arms around me, and they were, you don't have to do this anymore. And that was the best gift.
There's no way that I could be where I'm at today without my community. You cannot do recovery on your own. You might be able to lay down the drugs on your own, but you can't do recovery on your own. You have to have that community. I've been to a lot of places, nasty, dirty places that was supposed to be recovery places or transitional homes. This is like gold. It's like given to you on a golden platter. Look, you can survive. We will help you. We will give you everything you need. Jacob's.
The most rewarding part of what we do here at Jacob's Well is being able to see these women and their children who really have not had any great relationships in their life. Every relationship that they've had seems to have fallen apart, and for them to be able to start to trust people and the community and God again in a whole new way. Partnerships bring in more than just money. They bring in volunteers. They bring in elements of Jesus into these ladies' lives that they've never seen before. And we'd love to make this place even bigger. We get calls every single day, and we have a waiting list of people who would love to hit the reset button on their life, and it's gonna take us all to make that happen.
Can you go back and pause it like 8 seconds? No.
Hey. Have you
Right there,
met
you
me?
pause it right there, right, yeah, right, just pause.
Okay.
We are gonna be doing landscaping, that spot that you see there, that red spot is 60 by 24 feet, and we're gonna be doing landscaping to put some pretty flowers and shrubbery, but this flowering stuff, and then there's a little space over here, and I don't know.
Actually, it's like a U, like a horseshoe, so we'll go on the side where that red SUV is, where those trees are, and then all the way around the side, other side. And on the right side, we'll be pressure washing that side, there's stones on that side. And then before you drive in, there's a bunch of cedar trees down, so we'll cut those up and put them to their fire. Burn station.
Are we using chainsaws?
So far,
Okay.
and the sign up, we only had one person who had a chainsaw, so if there's more people that have a chainsaw, then that's something we can use.
I have a chainsaw, but I need a chainsaw user. I do not operate said chainsaw.
I do, I've been wanting to learn this skill. Just a little thing.
I have a small one.
Just,
Maybe-
Misty, I will have my tractor, my side by side, and I'll have all the mulch there by 9 o'clock. My tractor and side by side, I'll have there about 7:30, so
That's
we're gonna make it easy
Thank you.
to move the mulch.
Appreciate that, for sure.
No,
I let it bless the moms.
Friday. Awesome, awesome.
It's not your
Oh,
first.
what mulch, by the way?
Oh,
Who's in charge? What mulch?
We're going, it's gonna get picked up at Earth First over in, Greenville. Red mulch. Is that what you're asking?
Yes,
Yes, red.
okay. Yep.
Also, Amy and Christy are going to pick out plants today, but Amy went and Walnut Ridge is giving us 40% off.
30 to 40% off, they're giving us wholesale pricing, so go use.
Not
Walnut
Walnut.
Ridge. Yeah, they're.
Yeah, so when you go to freshen up your own for a listing, send them to Walnut Ridge, right? We want to support the people who are helping support us. Okay, does everybody know why we celebrate Red Day? It is in honor of Mo, right? Her birthday, who's Mo? Who is she to the company?
Gary's right hand person, a long time ago, she represents culture, as the head of culture and the mindset of culture at Keller Williams International.
Yeah, most
She's
reason
the sweetest
an
pie.
ALC exists today, right? So that's a big deal. This is a tearjerker,
Jake.
Ally, you could have warned me on this one, wow, okay, yeah. So, and we chose a place that serves, women in these situations because of an agent that worked here for many years, Anna Gonzalez, who died this year in a domestic violence situation. Okay, so, and Anna was a lover of red lipstick, so if you're really feeling it on Thursday, show up with your work gloves and red lipstick. Oh wait, let's go back, because we haven't, okay, new broker email, just in case you haven't seen this.
Red lipstick.
Chris. I've got the perfect shade. Fill out. So we're using this email. Angie is out of the office right now, right? Like truly on vacation, not responding to text and all those things. We love that for her. So we have Chris Thompson stepping in. So
Very responsive. Very responsive.
I worked things about him. He's working things out.
Yeah,
Do you
so-
have anything you'd like to
Oh, great,
add?
right, Seth? So great.
Yeah. You've been great.
Yeah.
I think, yeah,
Set yourself aside.
I think Chris got a call on day 1 and day 2.
I
Chris,
think I can only find.
Yeah.
A phone call.
Okay.
So somebody's monitoring the emails to
Yeah.
sign off on contracts and all those things. And then we've got Chris on phone duty, doing those broker moments, okay? I hear he's good, so. Or we could just have no issues, that'd be awesome too. Okay, there we go. Jackie and I are gonna be out of the office on May 13th through the 15th. At Mega Leadership Camp, somewhere in Texas, I'm not sure. Ally will be here, everything will be taken care of. We're not going to have a meeting that Tuesday, no partner meeting that day, okay? Memorial Day, we're gonna be closed Monday, May 26th, in honor of Memorial Day, and we'll get information out to you about having some vets come in and share their stories. If we do this, you guys are gonna show up to honor these vets, right? We do that, like, I would like, if you know a vet that works in like a lender, a home inspector, we just wanna give them a place to really truly feel honored. Okay, yeah.
Will Angie be back by those dates when you're out?
No.
We'll be back when she'll still be.
She's April 30th to May 19th. Yeah, we're not taking
No,
Chris
no,
with us, so he'll be here.
Go ahead and say it, Lisa.
Are we leaving Chris in charge? Is that what you're asking?
I'm just wanting to know who's in charge, and I'm gonna say prayers for Ally.
Are you volunteering for that role?
Chris says I volunteer.
You guys, if you wanna stay up to date on the latest updates in the market, this is where you need to be, right? The market snapshots, so you can subscribe to that by taking a photo of that QR code right there. And then Mega Agent Kia, one of my favorites, August 11th through the 14th. They extended the tier 1 pricing, is that right? Yeah, through June 5th. How many of you are planning to attend? Yay. Okay, oh, okay, wow, we'll work on that, huh? Love it. Here's how you can go for free, you guys. 1 capper guest meets with your team leader and attends. You receive half reimbursement for your ticket. 2 capper guests meet with your team leader and attend. You receive 100% reimbursement for your ticket. And 3 capper guests meet with your team leader and attend, receive 100% reimbursement for your ticket and main cabin flight reimbursement. I love that they added main cabin. That's like, nobody's flying first class, folks. Okay, but you can upgrade it on your own. That's right. You can do that for sure. But this is a way to get in the realm for free. What is the capper? Private jet.
Capper is someone who's paid in their amount based on our pay structure.
So we're looking at a production number of about what in our area?
2.3 million.
2.5. You're usually good, right? So this is an opportunity. Amy and I just made like our dream target list of agents that we would love to add, right? Just because their vibes are good. It's good energy. They're good people. We would like to see them and work with them every single day. So keep that in mind. Who would you love to be in deep relationship with and see at these meetings, see in the office? Like that's what this is about, right? So this is simply, I'm gonna meet with them and I'm gonna invite them to an opportunity to learn how to build their business. People love going to this. Any questions on this? Do you have people in mind already? Blank stares.
I'll give you a little bonus.
Okay.
Like, if you guys don't know, like a capper in your downline is around $1,500 to $2,000 a year in passive income. Which, like, there's not a lot of other things you can do to just, like, the one apps could create, you could cover your office bill every year for the whole year or something. So just ask.
never know what happens. Yeah, I'll do the heavy lifting. I'm nice in person to them, I promise. There's no reason to be scared. Nice. Thank you. You guys, we have some awesome things coming up digitally. Bill Jones is like the hot topic right now, right? So this is May 12th and 13th, and then coaching skills camp. This is not digital, this is in Austin, Texas, May 29th through the 30th, and September 15th and 16th. It's one of my favorite courses. You don't have to want to be a coach to get something out of this, truly. And then profit camp, which I can't say a lot about. Can you?
I think it is just profitability in your business, like really understanding your numbers and where you should be spending money and not spending money and that bottom line number, how that should work.
Ash has taken that one twice, it's pretty good.
Is that right?
I love it.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would add? Is that how I'm thinking it?
I've listened in on it a couple times, it dives deep, it's, I think, 3 hours online, it's not too time consuming. But it goes deeper into your P and L, how to read your numbers, what's below the line, above the line, and just how to tie a P and L to your business and interpret the numbers.
How many of you have a P&L for your business? How many of you have a budget for your business and use it? Okay. So, I believe Rob Gaines said he would teach agent financials. So if we were to get him to say yes to that, would you all be in attendance? Yes, I see, yes. Okay, we're gonna do that. That's a big deal, right? We want to run it like a business. Here are May prompts for social media. So these, yeah, you guys always snap these, and then are you using them? Are they working? I love it. You do? I love it. Would you like to share that? Would you?
So you can set up for the whole year, emails and Facebook posts. Lacey's got them all done. And she has the date you start and everything.
So this would just be a time block, right? And you could just go in and set this up and then it's done. And could we have Lexi come and talk to us about that? I don't know. Is Lexi the one that would be good to do that? Is Lexi the one who told you? I thought you said Lacey, I'm sorry.
Were you on that Monday call?
I was not, I scheduled a personal time with her. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could schedule her, or
Yeah.
he's doing a Monday time block where you can just jump in, yeah, and, yeah.
So take advantage of that for sure, because I mean, Christina called me after meeting with Lexi and was so excited.
She
Like,
teaches
so excited.
teach a class?
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Christina's gonna be teaching before we know it, right? I love it. Okay, Mo's birthday is actually May 12th. Anyone who donates $25 or more on Mo's actual birthday, you get your name put in a drawing for a joy-filled life, Mo's book, which is autographed. We have our own website for fundraising for her birthday too, but I still don't know exactly where that is. Okay. You guys, we had amazing, right? Jackie did transmill for the first time, and I'm telling you, like I'm pretty sure she's the missing link. Because when I tell you that you guys are killing it, and our numbers went from to like, wow, like truly, I'm gonna apologize in advance. This feels like I'm screaming at people, but I just don't know how to adjust the text on. Okay, I don't know. It's not as simple as it should be, right? So, obviously, you all know about the multi-year trends, right? Do you know where to find them?
No.
Yeah, there is. Okay. Yes, they are in command. So just like the market center has multi-year trends, which is going to tell us, right? How many units did you close last month? Your sales volume, all of the, how many appointments, if you're logged, it is tracking everything. So you can really compare month over month and year over year. So I live and drive by these numbers, like multi-year trends report is one of my favorite things. So what I know at a glance, multi-year trends usually comes out around the 11th of each month, okay? But what I know from transmittals is that we haven't closed this many units in 1 month since December of 2023. We 60 was the magic number for April. And then, so we closed 60 and then contracts written was 60. So we haven't done that also since 2023. So what does that tell us about the next 30, 60, 90 days? That's right. Like, we really get to project like numbers and all of those things based on contracts written, right? You all do the same for your business. If you wrote 5 contracts in March, then what we know is that you're probably be doing okay for the next 30 days, the next 60 days. It's really how we keep that pipeline going, right? We want to see the consistency. So this meant that we had our best company dollar month also since December of 2023. You guys, I think the highest company dollar amount was like 45,000, okay, in 2024. We closed $57,000 in company dollar. Like, that's a really, really big deal, which gave us like $10,000 in profit. Like, so you're getting your profit share, right? So if you've been missing your profit share checks, right? Last month, our profit was like $84. We were running real lean and mean, okay? This month, it's 10,000. That's a significant difference. So kudos to all of you. Congrats, you're doing the hard things for sure. It is showing up. Are you guys feeling busy?
Yes.
You're told, I saw everybody like take a deep breath. Yeah. Okay, that's a really good sign. What's the biggest challenge right now?
People kind of have a mindset of wait and see with the stock market and just the politics and politically, it just seems like there's a little bit of wait and see. The rates,
Yeah.
There's no urgency.
No, yeah.
Not on my side.
What'd you say, David?
There's no urgency.
Yeah.
Has anybody found a good workaround for this? Anything that's working?
Talk to more people.
And saying for people,
Stay better contact, please.
that's what I was gonna say, right? Like, this just means we need double the amount of people in the pipeline. Like, we just have to talk to twice as many people. How do we know that's true?
Well, my numbers used to be like a 20-to-1 ratio on appointment set, and I'm averaging about a 38-to-1 now.
Okay, I'm sorry, say that again.
My numbers used to be a 20-to-1 on appointment set, and I'm averaging about a 38-to-1.
So you're talking to 38 people
Roughly.
to set one appointment.
Hey, Brent's don't know your numbers like that. Can we talk about that for a minute?
Yeah, that is impressive. That's really, really good. Do you all have a flight log? Do you know what a flight log is? Or what do you guys use to track your numbers when you're doing lead gen right now? Jot forms?
Great distractor.
Okay, so you have a tool.
Yeah, we use jot forms for everything. Have you never?
I mean, yeah, that's bored. I want just a piece of her brain.
I love it. Okay, just as long as you're using something, right? Like, the only way we can know that is if we're keeping track of it. Like,
Have sheets too.
don't lie. So if you want to know how to take more listings, you're gonna have to know how many people you have to talk to set the appointment.
Well, you also have to have intention beyond the conversation. So one thing that
I think it's important is don't talk, you can't just talk to 38 people about whatever. You have to know who you're talking to, why you're talking to them, what the end goal is.
Yeah.
On, like a script.
Can't use that word.
Conversation. I accidentally use it, and not CPA compliant. Conversation that you're using over and over.
I mean, it really just kind of depends on the day. But when you put your head, you just gotta put your head down and do the work.
There's a lot of grant programs too, and USDA is now financing all of them.
Yeah, that's a great social media post too.
That's a great post.
Yeah.
I think one of the conversations that I'm having that's working well is that people who list their homes wanna say, I know it's worth $150,000, right? But let's list it at 160, just so we can come down. And my conversation is let's list it at 149. And so maybe we'll get more people in there and you can get a 152 instead, because at 160, it's sitting on the market. At 150, you're gonna get some people, but at 149, 145, 148, whatever, we're actually gonna get people in there.
100%.
And it's, you have to say it 8 times and then they finally see their brain switch and they're like, oh, wait, okay, I get it. But it's,
You guys, we used to have an amazing graphic for that.
it's still in the shitty book.
I was gonna say, there was one, I'm looking at you because we kind of came in at the same time many years ago. It was either in Camp 443 or the original Ignite. Do you remember?
About Camp 443.
Did you say it?
Oh, yeah.
The binder's like this big. But it shows exactly, when you price it right, you're capturing 60% of the market. Like, people learn all different ways, and so we need to be communicating that in all different ways, right? They need to be hearing it and seeing, like truly seeing it. So, yeah, there has to be a great visual for that. So if you don't have that in your listing presentation, I would add that to it for sure.
New Albany is doing it for first-time home buyers, they qualify a $10,000 grant.
You have to be willing to take the class though.
Yeah.
So, but I would definitely think, especially young home buyers, why wouldn't you
Been
want
a
to take the
couple
class?
hours.
Okay, so we've got lots of good things to talk about.
And I think on the 20th, Bo is gonna teach like a not
Tough-
fierce.
Tough conversations.
Come to that, I think I'll have some really good, like more of the shift conversations and.
Find that graphic, you might send it out.
I know, I'm gonna have to dig deep probably for that one.
It's
'cause
honestly
that
probably
was
one of the books in that closet. There's a ton of old
Ignite books and things. Okay.
Dust it off.
I know, that was like a lot of years ago, huh?
Yeah.
How are we still so young?
I know, right?
Feels great,
I
yes.
have more
Greg.
hair now than I did then. Is there a way maybe once a month we can kind of collectively figure out like, I didn't know about that grant, I didn't know about what KW provided, like that, those unique opportunities that aren't standard FHA, type of stuff. Where we can have a centralized or maybe talk about it once a month, hey, she knows about this program, like I had no idea about what you just said there, zero clue about it. So it'd be cool to like have like a centralized application, just maybe once a month.
I love it. What do we want to call that?
Industry mastermind.
Industry mastermind where everybody comes together. So I think we've got 3 masterminds on Friday, which leaves me with 1 open. Why don't we just make it on whatever Friday isn't taken? We put it at the same time. So there's a mastermind literally every single Friday. Does that sound good? And so we'll know with that one, that the intention is to share some of those little tips and tricks. Yeah. Okay. Okay, awesome. New listings coming up that you want to promote.
I have one that went live this morning,
Am I need to keep this?
yes, please, you can flip it over or something, or
Does it flip?
you can turn it around, you can turn it around.
Well, I know, but I can only see Christina. It's all good.
All right.
Okay, Edie, what do you have?
For $189.9 in downtown Jeffersonville on Maids Avenue. 924 Maids Avenue. It is a 3-bedroom. It could be a 2-bedroom but legally it's 3 bedrooms. But the 3rd bedroom always should be a dining room or office. 1 bath. with the basements. Mama made a cute little closet down in the basement, so that's nice. It's been freshly painted inside and out. It should go FHA. It's under 200 in Jeffersonville. Selling today.
Is that a garage?
No,
What about your walnut?
my walnut is 229, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. With the most kick-ass space or closet up in the attic space, if you are under 6'2". If you're over 6'2", don't even go see it. Yeah. It also has a basement that is wet. And you have a walnut coming or?
Yeah. I'll look for that segue.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Lisa set her up and then set us down. That's it.
We just, yesterday, 839 Walnut, it is not as nice as Amy's listing, it needs to be, it may be a tear down, be a great investment property for somebody. Somebody could fix it and live in it, but just depends on the investor. It could be a single family home, but they're gonna have to do like an FHA 203K program, which gives you money to fix the house. Program like that would give you money to buy it and the money set aside to fix it and do the work. So those are the potential buyers. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, and we listed it at 150.
We think it'd be very fun to have a 3-way open house that people can pretty much walk from house to house.
Then I have another one shared. I have 1011 Sharon Drive. That house is a house that I own and I'm selling. Going into the MLS today at 160. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, big yard. There's a shed. Pretty good shape on that one. Be a good buy at 160. 1011 Sharon. Thanks.
Sharon?
Sharon.
Oh, not Sherry.
I heard Terry.
Wow, I just made that.
It was on Cherry, it would be a better street, but.
Did you say 1011?
All right.
1011 Sharon.
What else?
I own Floyd Hobbs.
Say it again.
Floyd Hobbs, 530, 5-bedroom, 3 full baths.
Just make us look better.
530, 540. Huh?
I said, just make us look better.
When?
5 bed, what?
5 beds, 3 full baths. Cul-de-sac, dead end street. Rest of kills.
Love it. What else? Yes.
Louisville, anybody cover Louisville?
And you know.
Okay.
So there's a beautiful house at 4555 Southern Parkway, 1909 it was built. 3 stories, it's so dreamy. It does have some cosmetic stuff inside, but structurally and everything, it's good. 380,000, and the top floor, the 3rd floor is an apartment. So they could recoup 8 to 850 a month on rental of that apartment. And I've learned the farmer's market is coming to the church parking lot, so they can be right next to the farmer's market. Who doesn't want that?
We've got 3 missing.
Here.
14180 Huff Street. Huff, HUFF in Palmyra. It's a 3-bed, 1-bath, unfinished basement, double lot, 2 separate deeds. So if you wanted to build on the other lot, you probably could. It's got the road frontage there. Heating and air system, like the complete system, ductwork, everything is 5 years old. Roof's about 8. It's been completely redone. It is not a duplex. It does look like it, but it's a super nice house. It's 224.9. USDA all brick, super nice, 1,700 square foot house. We
I
had
actually posted that on the Connect app yesterday too, I think, yeah.
420 High Street. That is the actual address.
Real.
That is the real. Don't make fun of me. I own this house.
I sold it.
He sold it to me.
I got all my use out of it, and I sold it to him.
And we did the deal in Vegas, if that makes it any better, so.
All that is true.
But it's almost done, it'll be done in 3 weeks, 189.9. It's completely new. Drywall, appliances, cabinets, floors, the whole nine, about a third of an acre lot.
Is that Charlestown High Street?
Yeah. So it's 420 High Street, the marketing will get creative.
Snoop Dogg, that's Snoop Dogg, Mr. Marcus.
Right. And then 207, if anybody ventures down, to the west end, 207 North 19th Street. It is a repo for a credit union that we represent. They know it's in rough shape. We also know that there are specific investors that like investing in that neighborhood. Honestly, just go look at it, throw us an offer. If you think it's low, throw us an offer, because we've had very critical and honest conversations with the credit union that they probably want to have a deep discussion if you get an offer.
And if you do venture out to Palmyra, Manny Greenwell has 4201 Highway 150. I don't know much about it, but hold on one second.
I'll show them. I've been in it.
Oh, well then you
What
can
can
say.
you tell us?
It needs some love.
Okay.
It's cute, the kitchen's beautiful. The upstairs bedroom, just like Anne Frank, you gotta go through the kitchen cabinet to get in there. Kind of cool. Kind of cool.
Little sneaker.
It's listed at $299,999.
Good.
I think it's priced right.
How much land?
1.13 acres,
Gotta
3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Misty, I got 4 bedroom, I think down below.
4 bedroom?
4 bedroom, potentially 5 bedroom, 2 baths, completely redone. I've owned it for 20+ years. I totally rehabbed it, spent about 75 grand on it. At 325, Hawthorne in Jeffersonville. I need somebody to do an open house on it if anybody's available. It's
Oak Park, Hawthorne and Oak Park.
yes. It's
Who
not
wants to work
12.
at open house?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you.
They can't, they're gonna attack you once it's over, to try to do more work this open house.
Alex, could we send out on a Monday or a Friday, all of our listings, just like through the MLS, just a list? So that we know exactly what we have. Is that something that would be beneficial to everybody?
Well, maybe I was thinking like, if she makes a post, like, hey, everybody, post your listings here and everybody has to comment below. But if we can find just a sheet of the
You
listings.
can do a hot sheet from them or.
Yeah, I mean, there's, just something.
Jenna
that
can
we
do
could
it.
kind
I
of-
cannot.
That we
But it
can
can
go
be done.
through and see all of our listings. I mean, I know it's something that I can do by myself, but if it was emailed to me, I would probably look at it more than. me having to-
Like the coming ones?
Just our.
Because
listings.
as acting broker, I don't think we can talk about.
That's. Howard was really going to Chris's house. Nobody give him the-
I would never think of doing that.
You can do office exclusive though.
Silver Creek.
Yeah,
Do-
yeah, we could do, I think that would be smart to do something like that. So we'll figure out the most convenient way to get that done.
I am.
You guys, thank you for coming today. This is George. George just happened to stop by. He's gonna be totally licensed within a month or so. He finishes his course next week. Ally met him picking up signs. Was that right? Yeah, and so, George came on by, which is amazing, and I want to tell you guys this, A, because you should introduce yourself and meet George, but also because the testing has changed again with the state, right? So if you're helping people get into the business and you're bringing new agents into your team, you need to know the testing has changed again. And Amy has one of the greatest study guides known to man.
I will say it's phenomenal.
Yeah, we're seeing an average of times taking the test of 4 to 5. We're seeing that move closer to like 1 to 2. So how about that? Like, she's a great resource.
Cameron needs to talk to her, she's getting her license.
Yes, yes, this is, yeah, Amy's got all this top secret information, right? It's not actually top secret, we send it to anybody, you guys, so there's no. Yes, we're gonna hook George up with that.
Last week I had a guy who said he had to pass by May 2nd, or he had to take the class over and he had to take it 9 times. And I sent him my study sheet at 4 p.m. and he studied it and took the test at 9 a.m. and then texted me and said, thank you, I passed.
Oh, my God.
So, I don't wanna say it's magic sauce.
It is,
However.
it's the real deal.
Yeah. Amy's the lady to know for all of those things, right? And that was a referral from an agent outside of our company. She's the one who connected him.
Like, we're the same letter, yeah.
Yeah, so good things. All right, I'm excited to do Red Day with all of you on Thursday. Let's go make it an amazing day. We have,
Beautiful too, it's not gonna be.
if you are not, what am I telling now? You make me know.
So I have a sheet over here, as most of you know, we have a new copier. So if I could just get everyone to fill this out and just put the last 4 of their social, that way we can program that into the copier, that would be amazing.
Perfect, yes.
There's still over half the agents that have not been set up.
I'm sorry, what?
Some
A good chunk of agents still haven't.
Just
been set up.
everyone, because I'd like to put it on file.
So if you need
So
set
we
up,
probably need to put a note next to your name if you need set up.
yeah, if you have not been set up on the copier, hello, star, asterisk, help me sign, okay, next to your name, so we know to find you to get that set up, all right? Okay, so we now have, Keller, you're taking 11 o'clock. I know, I can't remember the name of it, I'm so sorry.
Also,
Agent Plus program, which is all about how to build on the field, right? Yeah.
While Craig is saying that was magic here, if you want your Red Day shirts, sign up for Red Day shirts, please come